bizarre entities, creepy remains, and encounters that will leave you shocked. Hang on to hear the incredible stories of divers recording mysterious, deep-sea creatures that no one was supposed to see. An explorer spotted a monkfish around 80 miles off the coast of Gibraltar. His team, using a remotely operated vehicle, managed to get some close-up shots of the fascinating creature. As the ROV moved closer, they could clearly see the thin thread-like structure, or esca, hanging between the monkfish's eyes. The fish lay quietly on the ocean floor, using the esca to attract smaller fish, which it would then swallow whole. However, despite its impressive hunting skills, the monkfish faces serious challenges, especially overfishing through bottom trawling, along with its slow reproduction rate has caused a significant decline in its numbers. What could this mean for the future of such a unique species? Mysterious blob. Deep underwater, a strange blob-like creature caught someone's attention as it drifted calmly through the ocean. Its unusual shape and odd movements made it look nothing like any fish they had seen before. Its appearance raised questions. Could it be something from another world? Or perhaps a creature we've yet to discover? The way it moved, almost as if it was hiding secrets of its own, left them both curious and a little unsettled. Whatever it was, it reminded them of just how little we really know about what lies beneath the waves. Bizarre sea creature.
Is it just...
Look! Oh my god! Look at that! Wow!
Look at this creature. Yeah, keep your eyes on it. And there it goes. What just happened? A sea diver caught something incredible on his camera. The gulper eel. This fish is truly a wonder of nature. The gulper eel has a unique ability to inflate its mouth like a balloon, allowing it to swallow large prey whole. When it's time to eat, its mouth expands into a pouch, making it possible to gulp down surprisingly big meals. The way it moves and uses its fascinating mouth makes the gulper eel one of the ocean's most remarkable creatures. Nature really did something amazing with this one. Tsunami fish. On July 6th, some divers were exploring the waters off the northeastern coast of Taiwan when they spotted something unusual, a huge 6-foot oarfish. As they got closer, they noticed the fish had bite marks on its body, likely from a shark. The divers couldn't help but relate this strange sighting to the old stories they had heard about this strange fish. In early times, people used to believe that oarfish sometimes showed up as a warning before any natural calamity. So, was this a warning, or just another random sighting? Let me know what you think. Underwater monster. While diving, a man saw something strange coming toward him. The creature looked a bit like an alien with a long, lizard-like body, legs, and even arms that reminded him of a human's. Its face was a little unsettling, something that could easily make anyone feel uneasy. Some people thought it might be an iguana, a type of herbivorous lizard that lives in tropical areas like Mexico and Central America. Although it looked a lot like an iguana, the diver wasn't completely sure. So, what do you think? Was it just an iguana, or was it something more mysterious? Meg caught on camera. A group of explorers were filming a documentary deep in the ocean, safely inside their cage, when they encountered something that left them completely stunned. Everything seemed routine at first, until a gigantic shark with a wide jaw and sharp teeth suddenly appeared, swimming right beside their cage. Its enormous size was undeniable, and there was no doubt in their minds it had to be a Megalodon. Thankfully, the entire moment was captured on camera, providing clear evidence of their incredible encounter. Magna Pina. While diving deep into the ocean, a man saw something incredible, a magna pinna. This squid, also called the big fin squid, lives deeper in the ocean than any other squid ever found. It has been spotted as far down as 6,212 meters below the surface. What makes this squid so unique are its super long, thin tentacles, which can grow to be 4 to 8 meters long. Even though it doesn't harm people, its huge size would still make anyone feel a little nervous. Seeing such a rare creature reminds us how much of the ocean is still a mystery. Who knows what else might be waiting to be discovered down there? Lion's mane, jellyfish. While diving deep into the ocean, a diver came across something so unusual that it made him stop. In the dim blue waters, he spotted a jellyfish unlike any he had seen before. As he swam closer, he started recording videos, amazed at its massive size. At first, he couldn't believe a jellyfish could grow so big. Later, he found out that it was a lion's mane jellyfish, one of the largest jellyfish in the world, known for its long, flowing tentacles, which can stretch over 100 feet. This species is often compared to a lion's mane because of its thick, reddish-golden appearance. Encountering such a creature left him in awe of the ocean's mysteries. Creepy creature. A fisherman was out on a regular day, reeling in his catch, expecting it to be just another normal fish. But as he pulled it closer, he realized something wasn't right. See what the fisherman caught. The fish had one unusually large eye and a strange-looking mouth, almost like it had come from another planet. The man then curiously recorded a video of his strange find and shared it on TikTok. However, even with all the attention, no one seemed able to figure out what this odd creature was. With no clear answers from the viewers, the fish remained a mystery. So, for now, it's left up to you to decide what this strange creature from the deep really might be. Frilled shark.
Next story, we'll see this 1.6 meter eel-like animal identified as a deep-sea frill shark.
When you think of the word frill, you might imagine a fish with pretty frilled fins around its neck. Well, this one had frills, but they might not be as beautiful as you'd think. A diver came across this strange creature deep in the ocean, and it looked almost like something out of a zombie movie. It's called the frilled shark because of the 6 pairs of red fringed gill slits around its throat. It's often called a living fossil because it has very old features and an eel-like body. People also call it the lizard shark because of its unusual shape. And if you saw its sharp teeth, you'd probably understand why it's called a shark too. Deep blue encounter.
This is a big girl, huh? Huge. Could be over 20 foot long.
Some explorers had left a camera deep in the ocean to observe the marine life below, expecting to capture the usual fish and underwater creatures. But what they ended up recording left them completely stunned. Out of nowhere, a massive shark appeared on the footage. It didn't seem too pleased with the camera being in its territory. Without hesitation, the shark swam right up to it and started biting at the lens, almost as if it was trying to send a message. Lough foil monster. While a group was filming near Lough Foyle, something massive moved through the water, catching everyone's attention. At first, they thought it might be a whale, as whales have been seen in the Lough before. But one of them had been closer to the creature and was certain it wasn't a whale. He described it as something entirely different, sparking curiosity among the group. Some began to wonder if Lough Foyle could have its own version of the Loch Ness monster. Whatever it was, it left them puzzled, and they hoped that someone with more expertise might help solve the mystery. Curious fish. While diving underwater, a man had an encounter that might just surprise you. As he came across a group of fish, he decided to feed them. He picked up a shell and started hammering it to crack it open. That's when one particular fish showed up, a curious one with a big head that seemed either very hungry or simply too eager to see what was happening. The fish swam up close, almost as if it couldn't wait for the food to be ready. It hovered near the man, getting in his way as he worked on the shell. Gently, he pushed the fish aside to give himself some space, but it kept coming back. Let's just say he might have been asking the fish to give him a break the whole time. Diver meets shark. When you dive deeper into the ocean, your chances of seeing a shark go up a lot, and this diver's experience proves it. He was filming with his camera when a great white shark suddenly swam up behind him. The shark lightly bumped his head like it was in a hurry. The diver was shocked and quickly covered his head for protection as the huge shark swam right above him. I'm not sure how the diver felt, but if I were there, I think I'd be too scared to go back in the water. Who wants to be bumped by a great white shark, right? Jellyfish encounter. While scuba diving in the waters of Antarctica, a diver came across something he never expected to see so deep down. As he swam through the cold water, he stumbled upon a massive jellyfish. It was unlike anything he had seen before. The jellyfish had long tentacles, almost 50 feet long, flowing through the water. The diver mentioned that the bell of the jellyfish was more than 2 feet across, making it the largest jellyfish he had ever encountered. Luckily, he wasn't stung by it, which was a relief considering how dangerous that could have been. It was truly an unforgettable experience. Sea angel. Have you ever heard of sea angels? While exploring deep in the sea, a man saw something that looked like one. This strange creature had a colorful body and fins that moved like tiny wings. Its head looked a bit like a snail, which made it even more unusual. The creature swam freely through the water, and the man couldn't help but wonder if it was really a sea angel. The sight left him amazed and reminded him how many amazing creatures are still hiding in the ocean. Meeting an eagle ray. While diving in the ocean, a man had a surprising encounter with a unique creature. It was an eagle ray, and it swam right up to him, almost like it wanted to say hello. At one point, it even stretched out one of its fins, as if offering a handshake. Eagle rays are a type of fish with soft, flexible skeletons. They live in the open ocean and are known for their wide, flat bodies and their pointed snouts, which look a bit like an eagle's beak. That's how they got their name. The ray didn't just swim by, it stayed close and circled around him, as if it wanted to play for a while. This sweet interaction was something you don't see every day. A small but magical moment that showed how curious and amazing ocean life can be. Alien in the abyss.
It's got symmetry. The top half and the bottom half seem to match almost perfectly.
Deep in the ocean, a deep-sea camera found something strange that made everyone curious. It was a dark-colored creature moving slowly through the water. What surprised people the most was how it could change its shape, which is why some called it the alien in the abyss.
The way it suddenly morphs is totally shocking.
On top of that, it had colorful lights glowing on its head, which made it look even more unusual. Could it be a deep-sea animal we don't know much about? Or maybe something completely new? It's hard not to wonder what else might be hiding in the deep sea. What do you think this could be? Goblin shark.
Ability to distend its jaw way out in front of its body and then snap it back to catch food.
A diver exploring the deep waters of the ocean came across a strange-looking shark during his dive. At first, he wasn't sure what it was, but after some research, he discovered that it was a goblin shark. Goblin sharks are known for their unique appearance, with a long, flat snout and a set of sharp, visible teeth. They are sometimes called living fossils because they've been around for millions of years, largely unchanged. These sharks usually live deep in the ocean, which makes them a rare and mysterious sight for most divers. So encountering one was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience for him. Mysterious icy structure. While diving deep under the icy water, a man saw something that amazed him. A giant ice structure that looked like a castle. It felt like he had entered another world. You wouldn't expect to find something like this underwater, and it looked so perfect that it almost didn't seem real. The man said it was like something from another dimension, but no one knows exactly how these ice structures were made. Were they shaped naturally by the cold water, or is there more to them? It's a mystery that leaves you wondering what else might be hidden in the icy depths. Strange animal found underwater. While scuba diving calmly in the deep ocean, a man came across something truly strange. It was a bright red creature that almost looked like it had come from another planet. Its body was round and bloated, and it had several short legs. As it moved, each leg touched the surface with what seemed like tiny tentacles at the tips. These little tentacles spread out with every step, creating a pattern that was both unusual and mesmerizing. It was hard to tell if the creature was creepy or strangely beautiful. Its movements were so unique that it left the diver completely fascinated. What do you think? Was it more creepy or beautiful? Let me know your thoughts. Mysterious creature underwater. A man had an experience deep in the ocean that made him think some things are better left unknown. As he swam further into the depths, he spotted a strange eel-like creature. It had a purplish color and clear fins that seemed to glow in the water. The creature moved in a way that felt almost otherworldly, swimming back and forth with a smooth, strange motion. It left him wondering, was this a species no one had discovered yet, or something completely out of this world? One thing's for sure, the ocean is full of secrets, and we've only scratched the surface of what's really down there. Humanoid squid. While exploring the deep sea for research, a diver came across something truly unexpected. As he went further into the water, he spotted a squid, but this wasn't like any squid he had ever seen before. What made it so strange were its eyes, that looked exactly like human eyes. He paused for a moment, unsure if what he was seeing was real. After snapping a few photos, the diver couldn't help but wonder, what other incredible creatures are lurking in the depths, waiting to be discovered? Could this be just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the mysteries of the ocean? The more he thought about it, the more curious he became about what else the sea might be hiding. Monster sea creature. While workers were busy at the docks in Kiel, Germany, located along the Baltic Sea, something unusual was found. As they went about their tasks, they discovered a strange creature that seemed to have no clear shape. The odd thing looked like a series of curled pipes twisting around each other. The creature was captured and taken to the IFM Geomar Institute for further study. Its appearance was unlike anything most people had seen before, leaving many to wonder just what it was. Fish on fish. What this man saw made him pause and think for a moment. At first, he thought he had just spotted a huge fish swimming by, but then he noticed something odd. There were small suckerfish attached to it. As he watched, he realized that something wasn't quite right. It turned out that these suckerfish weren't just swimming along. They were clinging to the big fish, slowing it down. It made him wonder, why would they do that? Was it some kind of clever trick to catch bigger fish? The mystery of it all left him with more questions than answers. What else could be happening beneath the water that we don't yet understand? Red Nose Megalodon. You've probably heard some of the theories about the red Megalodon, right? Well, this clip might make you wonder if there's some truth to it. It all started when a group of fishermen were out on the water, just expecting a normal day of fishing. But then, they felt a strong tug on their fishing rod. At first, they thought it was just a regular fish, but when they pulled it in, they couldn't believe their eyes. It was a massive shark, and it had a red nose. The fishermen were confused, not sure what they were looking at. After they posted the video online, people started to speculate. Some even believed this could be the red Megalodon making a comeback. Could it really be? Moray eel. What started as a peaceful dive quickly took an unexpected turn when this man came across something unusual deep in the water. As he got a closer look, he realized it was a moray eel. The creature opened its mouth wide, revealing the inside of its mouth, which only added to the strange sight. It wasn't a one-time encounter, though. The moray eel was spotted again in the same area, making it clear that this was a place where they were commonly found. This creature, which thrives in deeper waters, had left the man with a sense of curiosity about what else could be lurking in the depths. Sunfish encounter. The sea and its secrets never fail to fascinate us. During a diving adventure, a group of friends stumbled upon a remarkable sight, a friendly sunfish. Despite its enormous size and odd appearance, the sunfish was remarkably calm and gentle. The friends couldn't believe their luck as they swam around the enormous fish, mesmerized by its graceful movements. They took countless videos of the encounter, knowing it was a rare experience. Zebrafish. Have you ever seen a zebra in the water? Well, this fish might make you think you have. At first, you might think it's a zebra because of its black and white stripes. But if you look closely, you'll see it's not a zebra at all. It's a zebrafish. The zebrafish is a small fish with bright stripes. It's found in the freshwaters of South Asia. These fish live in groups and are known for their peaceful nature. Their stripes are what make them stand out, and at first, they can look just like a zebra. It's amazing how nature can make something so interesting that might trick your eyes for a second. The zebrafish is just one of many creatures that show how unique the world can be. Crinoids. Who would have thought that a simple dive into the sea could lead to such a surprising encounter? While exploring underwater, a man spotted a strange creature that looked a bit like a spider. It moved gently through the water, spreading its long, thin arms that looked like fins. Later, he found out it was a feather starfish. These amazing creatures use their feathery arms to swim and catch tiny bits of food in the water. Seeing it up close reminded him how many incredible things are still waiting to be discovered in the ocean. Shells on turtle. While out fishing, a man's trip took an unexpected turn when he noticed something unusual in the water. Floating nearby was a baby turtle struggling to swim, weighed down by several barnacles attached to its shell. Without hesitation, the man gently picked up the tiny creature and began carefully removing the barnacles one by one. Once the turtle was free of the burden, he returned it to the water, watching as it swam away with ease. Sailfish. While exploring deep in the sea, a man noticed a strange fish that caught his eye. It swam quickly, moving back and forth, almost like it was showing off. Its body was shiny and smooth, bending easily with the water, and it had a long, pointed nose that made it look even more interesting. Curious, he stopped to take some pictures, wanting to find out what kind of fish it was. Later, when he looked it up, he learned it was a sailfish, a fast and beautiful creature of the ocean. Seeing it reminded him of how much there is still to discover in the underwater world. Huge sea monster.
I think it's alive. I don't know what it is.
A group of friends was exploring the waters of Ontario when something unexpected caught their attention. As they looked out across the water, they saw a huge creature moving towards the shore. It was a massive stingray, unlike any they had ever seen before. The size of it was surprising, and as it got closer, the friends couldn't help but feel a little uneasy. They were taken aback, unsure of what to expect from such a giant sea creature. It was definitely a moment they wouldn't forget, though they couldn't shake the feeling that there was something mysterious about that encounter. What was it really doing so close to shore?
It's looking from the top of it like it's breathing or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Humanoid fish. While the fisherman was out on the water, expecting to reel in a regular catch, he ended up finding something completely unexpected. As he pulled up his line, he caught something really unbelievable. A fish with a face that looked oddly human. Its large eyes and well-defined nose were too strange to be called a normal fish, or even closer. Well, this strange catch even left me wondering if there was more to the ocean than I realized, leaving behind more questions than answers. Fish with human teeth. While fishing one day, this man caught a fish that seemed pretty normal at first, but when it opened its mouth, he was shocked. Inside, it had teeth that looked just like human teeth. As long as its mouth stays closed, it looks like any other fish. This unusual fish really caught people's attention because of its teeth. But don't worry, it's not an alien the Western Atlantic Ocean, and they're known for their striped bodies. And, of course, their human-like teeth. It's like something out of a dentist's dream, right? Vampire fish. While fishing one day, this man pulled up something he definitely didn't expect to catch. It was a strange-looking fish with sharp, pointed teeth that made it seem almost like a vampire. As the fish opened its mouth and swam around, the fisherman couldn't help but feel a little uneasy, as though the fish was waiting for the right moment to bite. Its sharp teeth and unusual behavior set it apart from the regular fish he was used to catching. It was unlike anything he had seen before, making him wonder what other mysterious creatures might be lurking in the waters. Dragonfish eel. Dragons and fish? That may sound strange at first, since they seem so different. But there's a creature out there that might make you rethink that idea. While exploring, this man came across a strange animal that seemed to have multiple heads and tails. Each head was small, with no eyes, but sharp teeth that looked almost otherworldly. After some research, he discovered that it wasn't a mythical creature at all. Instead, it was a dragonfish eel, known for its unusual appearance. Despite looking like something out of a fantasy, it was a real creature, blending the mystery of dragons with the reality of ocean life. It left the man wondering what other strange creatures the ocean might be hiding. Unidentified catch. These friends were out fishing when their eyes caught something giant at the surface of the water. They decided to check it out of curiosity with their stick, and that's when they realized that it was probably not something normal. After some struggles, they finally managed to see that it was actually a huge net filled with debris and small fishes trapped inside. The kind men opened it up, helping the fishes move back to their home. What started as a regular day of fishing had turned into a moment of care as they watched the freed fish swim away, back to the safety of the water. Giant sea monster. Who says monsters only belong in myths? If you've ever doubted that, this clip might change your mind. It shows a massive creature that washed up on the shores of Indonesia's Seram Island. Some people thought it looked like a real-life woolly mammoth, while others even believed it was the legendary blob creature. Of course, after a closer look and some investigation, researchers found out that it was actually just the carcass of a whale that had drifted ashore. Still, sightings like this make you wonder, what other strange things could be hiding deep in the ocean? It really makes you think. Two-headed sharks.
Eye-catching picture being sent around. It claims to show a shark with two heads.
Spanish researchers recently identified a two-headed embryo of an Atlantic sawtail cat shark, as reported in a November study. Some people think that overfishing is reducing the variety of fish genes, which leads to more unusual genetic problems like this. Others believe it's just that there are now more scientific journals where these strange discoveries can be reported. Although there are many controversies regarding it, the true cause of this strange phenomenon remains a mystery. And now let's move on to the subscriber's pick. While diving deep into the icy waters of Antarctica, a man stumbled upon something that gave him chills. A massive, eerie skeleton lying on the seabed. Its size and shape left him stunned, and he couldn't help but wonder what it belonged to. Wasting no time, he reported his discovery to the authorities, who later confirmed it was the skeleton of a whale. But this raised even more questions. How did it end up there? Could an even bigger creature have been involved? What do you think? And with that, see you next time.